they switch, they make it difficult for you on defense. I think their younger players have gotten better and starting to really contribute and really feel comfortable. So it's going to be a huge challenge just to sort of be in the game.
Do you think that, obviously they're 15 and 19, but, they're very well coached. They have a winning culture there. Do you think they, play like they have a better record than they actually have?
Well, I think they're certainly confident for sure, and they should be. They should be. That there is definitely carryover from the success that the program has had, and rightfully so. But I think everybody and every team understands what's at stake and the importance of this. I think everybody in the league is ready to go.
Yeah, and then just this year's team compared to last year's. What makes you think that this year's team is ready to go and make a run
Well, I mean, just talking about this team from last year, we're just older, more experienced. I think the culture, if you want to call it that, is really good. The guys, with Saeed leading the way. Locker room's been great all year. Shows up on the court, I think, with how we share the ball, how hard we play, the communication that goes on out there. I like how we're playing, and I like the mindset of our team right now.
And Marvin, coming back, what type of difference does that make for you guys, offensively and defensively?
Yeah, he's been huge. He got hurt early on, and when you get hurt during the season, that really sets you back, even for an upperclassman. But Marvin, never wavered in, his effort, his mindset, his communicating, just helping guys along. He's been giving us really good minutes that we need from him late in the season. So I'm happy to see him, sort of be able to do that, and I know he's going to continue to do so.
Yeah. I was also reading an article on Mid-Major Madness where you kind of gave a quote about Jameer, and you said, you're asking him to do a lot of things. He's obviously a very good shooter, and you've seen some progress. What areas have you seen the progress in, and could you describe what he's been doing better?
He's just he becomes much more of a threat if he can do other things. I find myself throughout games more often saying nice pass, Jameer, nice play, nice extra pass. Handling the ball, seeing the court, doing more on defense. So he's an ultra competitive kid and one of the hardest workers that I've been around. He's just soaking everything that we're trying to throw at him up, and he's getting better quickly.
You got anything?
Fan support has been the best here at AU, like all season stuff. So what are you hoping to get from fans tomorrow?
I think our department's done a great job this year. The crowds have been much better throughout the year at all our home games. Obviously, coming to see a player like Saeed, a talent like that, always helps. Winning helps. Hopefully people will recognize what these guys are giving, the effort and time and everything to the university. And they're well represented, the kids, and obviously all the students here have a lot going on doing their own thing. But they're well represented by this group, and hopefully they find time to come out and support us if they can.
Awesome, thank you.
All right, thanks.
Hey, Coach, both of the Bucknell games were competitive. What do you think were the keys and the difference in those two games that made the outcome different?
We know each other, coached against each other, the teams, the players. So it comes, essentially making shots, making plays. I thought obviously Connor banged the big three, here to win the game. The first time we played them, I thought they shot well. The second time we played them, we didn't make shots. So that was a big part of it. But I think it always comes down to just playing hard, transition defense, boxing out, rebounding, making all the extra plays is what it always essentially comes down to, especially in a game like tomorrow night where it's going to be super competitive because of what's at stake.
Saeed and Mark came in together, and it's been 4 years of growth, with yourself and the patience and them growing. How do you think that plays tomorrow, that their experience their last time around, just how big of a factor can that be?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think they understand the importance of the game, and they've been through a lot. You know, they were thrown into the fire early on as freshmen, so they experienced, you know, sort of getting beat up on a little bit. You know, I was looking back, you know, on their careers though, and you know, I give them credit because I can't think of a time where we were like, you know, got drubbed. You know what I mean? I mean, they competed every game. And we're asking so much, and they made sure that, you know, I don't want to know what percentage of the game, but it's a high percentage where we were in the game the last X amount of possessions. So I give them credit.
Stacy making the all-defensive team. I know he's third team all-league also, but the all-defensive team. What were the improvements you've seen from him that got him on that team?
Yeah. Well, he understands the importance of it, the importance of making plays. I think that just him being more aggressive on both sides of the ball allows him to just, you know, help us and do more. And I think once he realizes, oh, that, you know, here's a steal I can get, there's a rebound I can get. He can guard bigger the guys in the post. He can guard the smaller guys on the perimeter. He's got a great mind for the game. So he's one of the most coachable kids I've ever been around. And he improves dramatically on a daily basis.
With today's recruits that you deal with, is there any more stigma or misunderstanding behind people using the term Princeton offense? Because this team was third in scoring, and I know during the 80s it was thought of, oh, as a team holding the ball. It's just so many myths about it.
Right.
Do you even see that anymore when you're out recruiting kids and they're kind of asking you about the program?
Yeah, I mean, they might hear it from somebody else, you know, in their circle, but I don't think they're, you know, familiar, you know, with that term and what it actually means. And you know, when we're recruiting, I'm talking directly to, you know, these kids, how they'll fit in specifically with us and how we play. So anything that they might hear, we're able to talk about it. But it's definitely something that I embrace because, I mean, Princeton won a lot of games. You know, there's a reason that people know, you know, about, you know, Coach Garill and his offense and everything that he did was because they were so good. But essentially, it's just sharing the ball, having guys, you know, being skilled, you know, play, you know, everybody, you know, can shoot, pass, and dribble. Everybody's a threat, and then competing and defending the play and playing the win.
Awesome. That's it for you, Coach.
All right, good.